Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to explain a mystery movie called Cargo. This movie is about another humanities on the second Earth. In the year of 2267, Earth's climate has deteriorated to the point of making the planet uninhabitable. Acid rain, contaminated water, and extreme weather events have left the planet a toxic wasteland. The entire human population now lives on an overcrowded space station orbiting the dying Earth. Amid this bleak reality, Dr. Laura Portman, a skilled medical doctor, comes across an advertisement for RA Planet, a newly colonized world that promises to be humanity's second Earth. The advertisement entices her with the idea of reuniting with her sister, Anna, who already lives there with her family. However, with no money to afford the journey, Laura is forced to take a job aboard the aging cargo ship Cassandra. The Cass and RA, operated by Cooper Enterprises, is an old freighter that will take 8 long years to reach its destination. The ship is largely automated, and most of the crew will spend the journey in cryosleep. However, Laura, as the ship's doctor, must remain awake to monitor the systems and ensure the health of the crew. With the ongoing threat of space terrorists, every ship now includes a security officer. Samuel Decker, the ship's assigned security officer, has also just woken up from cryosleep, and the crew is warned about the restricted cargo area where construction materials are stored. Nearly 3 years into the journey, Laura is alone, monitoring the ship's systems. She frequently sends video messages to Anna on RIA, but the replies take months to reach her. One day, as she is conducting routine checks, Laura hears strange noises coming from the restricted cargo area. She decides to investigate and finds something unsettling at the door. Just as she's about to report it, Samuel Decker arrives. Following protocol, the two of them wake up the captain, and together, they explore the cold, restricted area. To their horror, the captain suddenly collapses and dies. With the captain's sudden death, the remaining crew members are awakened, and Lindbergh assumes command. She quickly assigns tasks. Decker will investigate the security system, while Laura is to conduct an autopsy on the captain. As the engineers work on a malfunctioning door, Laura discovers something chilling. The captain has an implant in his optical nerve, suggesting he had entered the restricted area, which is marked with a biohazard warning. Laura tells Decker about her discovery, and he suggests they keep the information quiet for now. They use the captain's access card to sneak into the cargo hold, only to find a series of cooling containers holding human bodies. To their shock, one of the containers contains a little girl. They bring the container to the main office, where the captain feigns surprise, a reaction Laura and Decker both find suspicious. The captain tells Laura to leave the container untouched and to stay focused on their mission, which deepens their unease. The cargo, it turns out, is not construction materials. It is filled with human bodies. Laura secretly takes the girl to her lab and scans her, finding an implant chip in the child's brain. This discovery only adds to the mystery. Confused, Laura sends a message to her sister expressing her unhappiness with her life on the ship and her desire to join her family on RIA. Shockingly, she receives a reply in just 20 minutes, which usually takes months. Suspicious, Laura confronts Decker about their mission and the mysterious Station 42, which he describes as an abandoned location. Meanwhile, Yoshida, a crew member, uncovers a disturbing truth. Decker has woken from cryosleep several times and has been tampering with the security camera logs. Lindbergh, now more paranoid, starts to suspect Decker might be responsible for the captain's death and attempts to arrest him. In a tense confrontation, Decker tries to resist, and Yoshida and another crew member, Vaspi, try to subdue him. During the struggle, Decker sustains a wound. Laura steps in, insisting that they take him to the medical bay to prevent contamination from his blood. While tending to his injuries, Decker drops a bombshell. They are not heading to Station 42 as they were told. Instead, the ship is on a course for RIA. Laura is shocked, and Decker is returned to cryosleep. Later, she privately asks Yoshida to verify the ship's destination, and he confirms her worst fears. They are, in fact, heading toward RA. Laura realizes that this route had been planned from the beginning, and she begins to understand that the messages to RIA were not delayed by communication lag. They were being received quickly because the system had been rigged. Yoshida discovers more disturbing truths, including that Lindbergh knew about the ship's true course and had lied about the coordinates. As Laura reflects on the situation, she notices fluctuations in the power supply, which raise her concern about Yoshida's safety. When she checks on Yoshida, Laura is horrified to find her dead. Now the crew is on high alert. They soon realize that Decker has escaped from his cryopod, and the ship's logs show that someone had intentionally released him. With mounting tension, the crew begins a search for Decker. Laura and Vasby find an open duct leading to a secret chamber, where Laura encounters a man who attacks her. She shoots him in self-defense, and it is revealed that the man is a terrorist named Bruckner. Among his belongings, Laura finds photos showing Earth being reclaimed and evidence that the planet could be restored. Earth was not abandoned after all. Meanwhile, Decker reveals that RIA is not the paradise it seemed to be. It is a simulation, and the humans in the containers are being used as neural units by the government to cover up the truth. Earth is still habitable, and the settlement on RIA had failed. Decker admits that Bruckner had killed the captain but spared Yoshida. As tensions rise, Lindbergh's true intentions come to light. She had planned to kill Laura and Decker, framing them for the captain's murder, in a bid to cover up the failure of RIA. After a heated confrontation, Laura begins to wake the child, and the crew devises a plan to stop Lindbergh and expose the truth to Earth. They plan to reach Station 42, where Laura can connect to the system and broadcast the truth. Decker and Laura share a few quiet moments, discussing the beauty of Earth's reclamation, but when they reach Station 42, their plan hits a snag. With time running out, Decker connects Laura to the RIA simulation, and she is overjoyed to reunite with her sister and see the life they've built in this idealized version of Earth. However, Decker warns her that the simulation's residents cannot be unplugged without causing harm to their minds. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Laura records a message for Earth, exposing RIA's truth, but just as she finishes, Decker reveals that the ship's thrusters are preparing to disengage, and she must leave. With Decker's help, Laura returns to the ship just in time to stop the station's antenna from being activated. After a violent confrontation with Lindbergh, who tries to kill her, Laura ejects her into space, trapping her in the airlock. Laura then finds the child, and together, they start a new life aboard the ship, with Laura determined to expose the truth. As Laura and the child continue their journey home, her message reaches Earth, revealing the deception behind RIA and giving humanity one final chance to save Earth. So friends, that's all for today's video. See you in the next video. If you like this video, then like and subscribe to my channel.